to the Camino Academie. In our project Reinventing Pilgrimage, we want to obtain a general picture of the developments and the dynamics in the field of walking and pilgrimage in European countries and regions. In this session, we focus on Portugal and Spain. Therefore, I speak with Professor Xerardo Pereiro. Xerardo is a social anthropologist by profession, and he teaches at the University of Vila in Portugal and at some other universities as well, for example at the University of Santiago de Compostela. He is also familiar with Portugal, with the situation in Portugal and Spain, and his special interests are tourism and cultural heritage. Xerardo, bienvenido. Welcome in our program.
Thank you so much
you
for the opportunity to.
Okay. So let's start with the first question. Can you give us a general picture of what is going on in the field of pilgrimage and walking in the Iberian Peninsula? Just a general picture.
Yes, of course. In general terms, the pilgrims ways to Santiago in the Iberian Peninsula are recovered after the lockdown, after coronavirus, after the COVID, are recovered the presence of pilgrims in the ways, with a many effort of the regional, national, and local administrations to open the ways and the pilgrim experience to the visitors or to the pilgrims. The people are returning to the ways with a new perspective, looking for a new thinking about their lives, about the future, about their own future as person, as communities, as ego and over ego.
Okay, but you're talking about after COVID.
After COVID, yeah? Yes.
After COVID, so it's recovering the pilgrimage to Santiago.
Step by step, in a slow manner, in a slow way, the people are focusing in the pilgrimage ways as a good experience to change, to think, to reflect about the situation, the global pandemic, and the new opportunities for life.
Yeah, okay. But it seems for me logic that you talk about the Camino to Santiago. But I think there are more paths in Spain and Portugal which have the identity of a pilgrimage. Is that correct?
Yes, there are a lot of pilgrimage ways, not only to Santiago, but the pilgrimage way to Santiago are the more famous, are the more important pilgrimage ways, not only in the Iberian Peninsula, maybe in Europe, and are used by the tourism administration for the tourist promotion of the Iberian Peninsula, not only in Spain but also in Portugal, in the case of Portugal, because the ways
you are showing me a map, and the green ones are part of Portugal to Santiago. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes, it's a map of the Atlantic area of Iberian Peninsula, where we can see the Portuguese ways Portuguese ways to Santiago de Compostela from the south of Portugal to the north.
Yeah. And they're becoming more popular in the recent days?
The more popular ways, Portuguese way to Santiago is the coastal and the central way to Santiago, from Porto to Ponte de Lima, Reis, Valencia. But besides, there are some variants in the coastal area from Porto, and there are another ways inside of the country, inland. For example, the inland way to Santiago de Compostela that we are studying, we are researching in a proof way.
Yeah.
The Portuguese ways to Santiago are the more frequency, the more demanding in Europe after the French way.
Yeah.
After the French way.
Okay. Yeah. But are there more pilgrim paths which are coming up in Spain and Portugal, not only to Santiago?
Yeah. For example, Fatima. For
example, Fatima was very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Guadeloupe in Spain.
In Guadeloupe, in Cáceres, for example, Montserrat, in Catalonia, Navarra. There are a lot of
the other parts to Guadeloupe or Fatima. Do they have the same characteristics? Do you understand?
Yeah, a very good question. No, is the pilgrim's ways to Santiago is a different experience because the people walk. The people goes there by cycling, or in horse. In the other pilgrim's ways, the people goes by car, bus, and so on, and return their homes at the same day. The pilgrims to Santiago is an experience that the people repeats a lot in several ways. Because today we cannot speak only about the Camino, the way. We have, in historical terms and in contemporary times, we have reinvented several ways to Santiago from different parts of Europe. And the walk, the idea of walk, and the idea of to contact with other people, with nature, nirvana, nostalgia in the pilgrim's ways to Santiago is very important. And the contact with local people, the hospitality of local communities, the interculturality in a deep way is converted the experience of pilgrims to Santiago in a in a different experience that other types of pilgrimage.
Okay, yeah. To what extent is pilgrimage still a matter of churches, Catholic churches, or is it just becoming a type of walking plus?
Yeah.
Not especially Catholic.
Yeah, I understand. From the last decades, the pilgrimage ways to Santiago becoming an ecumenical space.
Okay.
Many people, not only Catholic, but Muslim, ateos, people from other religions that not Catholic, are doing the way, the pilgrims, not only by religious motives, by secular and post-secular motives, by sport, by social relations, by the links with friends, the rethinking of our lives, and so on. But not only Catholic, it's ecumenical space.
That's interesting, yeah. And when you talk about the other pilgrimspaths, that's a type of Catholic institutions as well, or is it more secular? Secular, for example, well, going to Guadeloupe
Yeah,
is just a religious item, or is it more secular?
yeah, a very good question. From my point of view as a researcher, I know in deep the case of Guadeloupe, but other colleagues have researched there, and I have read something about that. And in general terms, in theoretical terms, for me, is polysemic. Is polysemic. That means that the religious meaning is present in the experience of the visitors, but also the tourist experience is very important. The gastronomy experience is very important. The social relationships with other people and with families, with not only the relationship with God, with the sanctuary, not only the religious aspects of the pilgrims is important. For me, it's polysemic. It's a continuum. We are observing a continuum between religion and tourism.
Okay, so it's becoming more and more a mixture.
Yes, from my
Values,
point
yeah?
of view.
Okay, yeah. I learned you have done research on developments and dynamics on pilgrimage and walking as well. Um, can you tell us something about your outcomes of that research? Do you understand me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, more or less. We are researching the inland way to the Portuguese inland way to Santiago. We have interviewed a lot of pilgrims, and the percentage of no Catholic pilgrimage is increasing in the last times. Nowadays,
It's increasing.
it's increasing.
Increasing or decreasing?
No, the no Catholic pilgrims are increasing, and many people
Okay,
between 10% and 20% don't receive the Compostela certificate in the pilgrim's office of the Santiago Cathedral. That means that the people is doing the pilgrims not with a Catholic perspective or a belief perspective, but by other meanings and sense. They are looking by another type of experience, and not only the belief in God and the belief in Santiago.
But what is the other identity or the character? It's not religious, but it is more spiritual, or what is it?
More spiritual, more secular, more post-secular, and more polysemic and multi-motivates. For example, many people that is Catholic and believe in God and believe in the prayers and the discourse of Catholic Church in Europe. Use the hostels, go to parties, enjoy the relationship with local communities, use a thermal spa for relax after the walk, the stage of the walk after the 20 kilometers, enjoy a good meal, go to a party with their friends, speak with local people, and so on, more in a multi-motivates and multi-experience eliminate
so you see it as a
road.
Trend? Yeah, and I understand. You see it as a trend, but it's growing more and more, not only religions, but more other aspects That's a trend.
Yeah, I underline the term of post-secular,
Post-secular, okay.
post-secular,
Yeah.
from my point of view, theoretical point of view.
Yeah, yeah, clear. Yeah. So, well, Gerardo, do you have other questions? Because we are going to the end of the frame of our interview. Are there other aspects which you would like to bring in this interview?
Maybe one aspect, a very important aspect, that is the term of caminization. Created by Peter Magri, by the excellent anthropology, Dutch anthropology, Peter Magri, caminization.
Peter Magri, see?
Peter Magri. Because we are observing a reproduction of the model of the Camino in other parts of Europe and in other parts of the world, not only as a model for pilgrims road, but a model for tourist roads in general, and the model of the overall the French way and the ways to Fisterra also are becoming in a model of tourist roads in the world. Caminization. I think that is a happy concept to understand the trend and the process in global terms.
Yeah. So if I understand you very well, caminization means the values of the Camino to Santiago. The same values are in other parts, walking paths and pilgrimage. That correct?
Yes, it's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Xerardo, thanks very much for this interview. We bring it to an expert meeting later on in November. And for this moment, thank you. See you and goodbye to the next time.
Goodbye. See you.
Okay.
See you. Thank you so much.
Okay.